it just shows how easy it is for them to come into this country, first of all. I mean, if the social media has been glamorizing on TikTok how it's so cheap for the Albanians to come into the country, first of all, £4,000 or something like that. It is a ticket to bring a whole group of Albanians into the UK, and how easy it is for them to, first of all, cross borders. So that is something that really the government needs to look into, and how to stop that, first of all. Second of all, with the increase in drug trafficking in and around the UK, it's seen a huge spike since the pandemic. And obviously there is the police themselves and everybody in the UK feels that because of the direct line of poverty and how the economic crisis deepens, these violent crimes and these gang-related issues are going to go on the rise as well. So it's, yes, the Albanians are coming in, and yes, they are, having these huge drug traffic sort of incidents in the UK. But also, hand in hand to that, there is the cost of living in the UK, which is also obviously rising, and that's also contributing towards this violence and these violent crimes in the UK.
Time to, as one of our guests, a former detective, told us this morning, is it time to perhaps at least seriously look at taking the use of drugs away from organised crime, away from the gangs, and actually bring it into the system and regulate it?
I mean, that is one way. A lot of countries have done that. Amsterdam is a clear example. How when they legalised cannabis, their violent crimes did go down. So that is a viable option as well. But then again, I believe even if we did legalise it, we'd still have the violence and the violent crimes in the UK until and unless this cost in the living cost in the UK doesn't come to a most reasonable standard, so people can afford to live. Because you've been showing polls all day of how the energy crisis has spiked, and you've been showing polls and heartbreaking stories of how people are struggling to survive. When you see families like that, their youth are the most vulnerable to sort of getting trapped into this circle. So there's a lot more to it, and obviously that is a huge it is a huge viable option to legalise cannabis, but then obviously the government has their own take on that.